Hey, what's good, fam? Hope everyone's doing well. Vegan for me back again. Hope you comment, like, and subscribe. Let's get it going. Out here on a good day. What's going on, man? Another day, another session. Out here getting up, soaking up this cardio. Hey, I got a message the other day. Somebody asked me, why do you do cardio, or why do you train every single day? Like, what's the benefit? Like, why do you do it? And at first I was like, I had to like sit back and question, like, what do you mean, why do I do it? And then I had to sit back and think again, because I try to downplay the question as if I was just fit, and it was all of me. Like, if I was just like, since the day I was born, I was just this fit guy walking around and in shape. But majority of the part of the time, me and the rest of these other people have been in the worst shape of their lives. There's only a handful of people in the whole entirety box of people in shape that's been lean since a young age. Majority of these people have come from a dysfunctional, torn up, fucked up background, and everything's sugar coated through these videos. When I went vegan, let's say 3 years ago, I didn't go vegan all of a sudden magically. I ended up in the Amazon singing Kumbaya, eating fruits and vegetables. I didn't do this shit to save any fucking animals or anything like that. How can I? Look at me. I live in America. How am I gonna waste my time trying to put effort to saving some animals? It makes no sense. So I watched a bunch of videos anyways, and I sucked up all the advice I needed. Take what's needed from this video. Some of the shit I'm saying, it may not make sense to you. Take what's needed. I did all this stuff to better myself, not for anyone else. I exercise every day because through years of eating a bad diet, cheeseburger, french fries, pizza, and all that bullshit, wings, I got high blood pressure. So since I don't want to shovel a bunch of fucking pills down my throat, I try to at least walk every single day. Or it'd be 1 mile, 3 miles. I used to put this goal over my head, like, oh, if I don't hit 3 miles a day, I don't do shit. That was bullshit. Because all money is good money. And I ain't talking about fucking cheese. I'm talking about these. Them footsteps. The grind. How bad do you want it? Do you want to lose weight? Or do you want to just talk about losing weight? Do you want to watch this video and be like, oh, I'm inspired? I'll give it a week. Second week, you're sore. You haven't worked out in about a decade, but you watched the video, got inspired, decided to go full ham in the gym. Now you can't fucking move. Know your limitations. Know what you're working with. Everyone starts at a different level. No one's the same. My diet might not work for you. Her diet might not work for you. Her workout might get her the body that she desired, but it might not work for you. This whole thing is an experiment. Everything in life is an experiment. You guys are in the bubble. We're all inside the bubble. Your goal is to try to dissect different paths within your own life to try to make success out of it. Every failure is good. I used to think it was bad. Every failure in life is good. It pushes you towards that success. Now, success might not be what you envision it to be as far as what you reach, but I guarantee whatever move you're making as far as trying to do something, it's gonna lead you into a path to what you can be happy about. Genuinely happy, not just happy on the outside, not just showing all the fancy fucking plates and, oh, I went to this festival and I did this. Now I got myself a fucking Huffy and I'm riding this bike, but truly, you don't vibe with those people. I didn't become vegan and all of a sudden I want to join a fucking community. Like I said, I did this for myself. I wanted better health. I wanted to feel better about myself. I get tired of having trouble breathing. It sucks to have, some people out there are, but it sucks when you have trouble or when you gotta think about how you're gonna tie your shoe. Like it's almost like Mission Impossible, like which way am I gonna try to bend my leg to get my leg on top of my bed to tie my shoe? It's heartbreaking when I go inside Walmart and see people my age or even younger rolling around on a fucking scooter. Some cases it might be health, but for most cases it's diet. That's all it is. So I come out here by myself with my thoughts and I just get in my own zone. Like, people think they need to join a community or anything in order to start. Like, you came onto this earth alone. For the most case, if you're a twin, yeah. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody coming to fucking save you. No one cares about what you're doing out here. People might pass by and honk the horn and celebrate, cheer, that's great. But at the end of the day, if I go down as far as my health being bad, it's on me. And no one's gonna give a fuck about my health like I give a fuck about my health. I think people magically think like, oh, well, I'll just continue living this destructive life, eating this certain type of way, drinking this certain type of alcohol and different things. And if I fall ill, the doctor take care of me. The doctors, for the most cases, doctors are there to collect the paycheck. This ain't like back in the days when people genuinely cared about each other. I came from a very destructive background where people used to go and sell to certain doctors. You think because they're a doctor, a different type of person? No. And for some parts, I've seen in the past, sometimes these doctors are on a harder type of narcotics than some of the people you perceive to be in a low life. But because they hold a title as doctor, you see them being upworthy, outstanding, uplifting. So back to the question, why do I exercise every day? Because of the way it makes me feel. Mentally, physically, I feel good. Excuse me. I'm 6'3". Let's say I'm 6'3", about 315 pounds right now. My highest weight I was ever at was 415. This shit is not easy. When I first started exercising, I could only walk about 2 blocks. My knees hurt too bad. I didn't have the stamina, got out of breath. And it sucks. It's frustrating because I'm thinking about as I'm walking, because that's what walking does too. It allows you to release those mental toxins. And I'm thinking about when in my past when I applied for different jobs and I made it through everything. I had my Sunday's best on, I killed the interview. And I didn't get the job because my blood pressure was too high. I was deemed unfit. Yeah, like it's it's heartbreaking to be, how can I put this? It's very heartbreaking to not qualify for something that you don't really want. Because then it mentally fucks you thinking like, well, if I didn't qualify for something I kind of wanted, I didn't really want it, it was a means to an end, then you don't even go for what you really want. And I'm saying this shit from experience. People look at you and like, we live in a very, very vain society. People treat me differently now, but I'm the same person. People close to me treat me differently. I'm the same person inside. I have not changed. I'm still the same introvert. I used to get laughed at a lot because of the amount of exercise I did. Now, as we get older, I have these same individuals that made fun of me, asking me for advice. And I give it to them. Some people keep it, and I see the benefits. It's always that heartwarming effect when you see somebody you give advice to and they kept it and they're doing well. But for some reason, if you give somebody advice and it doesn't work out the way they envisioned in their mind, like they'll treat you nasty, evil, nasty things. So going back, I walk every day to lower my blood pressure. It helps me relieve mentally. It's good for me. Through years of having a fucked up diet, my digestive system is terrible. So to combat it and to help aid me digest the food I currently eat, walking allows me to do that as well. I lift weights because it makes me stronger. I don't do it for aesthetics. I see people in the grocery stores, not like China down, but I see people in the grocery stores, even guys younger than me, struggling to lift a case of water or even a gallon of water. I don't want to be that fucking guy. No, I ain't trying to be no, I don't need to be the super athlete, but I need to feel a certain way about myself as I proceed through life. I think a lot of people agree with that. A lot of people are heartbroken because they're not living that life that they perceive for themselves. And a lot of times, self-esteem and how you're feeling plays a major role in that. So as you walk and exercise, and you start to lose weight, you start to eat better, you start to feel better, you stop having to take so many different medications, stuff starts to turn around slowly. You start to have confidence. And some people are born with confidence, and that's great. I was never that guy. I was never born with confidence. I only had confidence when it came to sports or participating in sports, but when it came to like social functions, going to clubs, that never was my thing. Just hanging out, going to barbecue, that never was my thing. Like, I've always been an athlete, but I've always been like, when I was younger, like through Pop Warner football, through high school, a little bit of college, like I was always the husky kid to the linebacker to defensive line to lineman. I was never athletic. I never understood how much a diet plays in your day-to-day living. They always, the famous saying, if I knew then what I know now. That is so true. If I knew then what I know now. So my thing is, I want to get one life. I'm in a current position where I'm trying to just apply some of the stuff I heard, whether it be motivation, diet. I watch a lot of other YouTubers for advice. And like I'm telling you, I take what's needed. I take what's good for me, for myself, and I exclude the rest. And that's all you have to do. That's all you need to do. Don't try to compare yourself to anybody else. Your goal is to try to be a better version of yourself every single day. I try to treat people with respect whenever I come in contact with them. And I try to keep my anger at a low. I don't need to wait. I don't need any other wasted energy. Everybody knows, everybody lives a fast-paced and busy life. And try to get as much sunlight as possible. Everything is healing. Vegan for me, I want you to be vegan for you. Until next time, have a good day.